Looks like we found another one, guys. Real versus fake, episode number 5. Let's do this. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another very important episode of Real versus Fake, and unfortunately I found a fake Freddy Funko Pop out in the wild. In case you guys don't know, I am a huge Freddy Funko collector, and the statue of Liberty Freddy Pop in particular is very important to me because New York Comic Con 2017 was the first NYCC that I was able to attend, and I was actually able to get this pop on the floor of the con from somebody who was able to get in to the Funko booth. So I am absolutely horrified that someone tried to fake this pop for many reasons. The biggest reason being that this is not a huge grail. PPG for this pop is $65. That's it. $65. Typically, pops that are faked are $100 or more. Guys, this is episode 5. If you have not seen the first 4 previous episodes, go check them out because here at Slapshotpops, we are doing everything humanly possible to make sure you guys get as much Funko knowledge as possible and do not get scammed by anyone out there in the community. So, without further ado, let's break it down and figure out which one is fake and which one is real. All right, so here we go, guys. We are breaking out the top-down camera view, just like we did in the first 4 episodes. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare the boxes of the 2 pops, then we're going to break down the inserts, and then we're going to take a look at the 2 physical pops themselves. This is a 6,000 piece pop from New York Comic Con. They did make 2 stickers. There was a fall convention sticker and a official New York Comic Con sticker. Each were limited to 3,000 pieces, giving us our entire 6,000 piece run. Even though you guys may be able to tell the fake right away, we're going to break it down and hopefully you guys learn something from this breakdown that you can apply to other pops, or if you have this pop, you can go check it on your shelf and make sure you have an authentic Funko version. All right, here we go. Let's get them out of their boxes. All right, so here we go, guys. We have our 2 boxes, and we're just going to go through and start pointing out differences that are very critical when it comes to identifying a fake from a real pop. So the first thing I want to point out with this figure, which is very specific to the Freddy Statue of Liberty, is that he does have some weathering on the actual pop figure, and it is displayed here on the pop box itself. Now, one of the biggest differences is, if you guys can't tell already, there is weathering on this box's face as well as over here, but look at this, guys. If you look really closely at the body of the pop figure on the box, you can see that there's weathering over there, but not over here. That is our first crucial detail in detecting that this one is our fake. Another obvious giveaway, of course, is the fake fall convention sticker. Now, this one has the real New York Comic Con sticker, so we'll throw a picture of the real convention sticker up on the screen, but as you can tell, the numbers right off the bat are way too skinny. That font is 100% incorrect and not what you want to see on this convention pop. Now, another big thing that I want to point out is the font of the word Funko right here underneath the pop logo. As you guys can see, it's a little bit thicker, a little bulkier over here, and over here, it's a little skinnier. Very sleek, and not the same font. That is another big giveaway. Another thing that you want to look for with all your pop figures is the bubbles on the pop logo. That gradient is very unique and specific only to real Funko Pops. Now, although some pops that are fake accurately describe that gradient, this one does not. As you can see, if you look really, really closely, the bubbles are not as clear, indicating that someone made a copy of the real pop and put the images on the box itself. You can also tell the blue coloring here is much different. It goes from a light blue all the way to a slightly darker one, where over here it's just consistently light blue. So those color changes, those slight variations are very critical in determining in determining if your pop is real or not. As we continue to go through the box here, it looks like the person, whoever made the fake, looks like they ran out of ink here, as you can tell very obviously from the back of the box here. This one, you have nice coloring all the way through, proper fluctuations in the greens and blues, and of course in Freddy's face here. And then you come over here, and all of a sudden the Statue of Liberty is now blue. He's not even green anymore. He is blue. So not sure if he took on a big wave off of Ellis Island there and got covered in water. As you continue to go through the box, you can see the clear differences in the green and the blue. Now, you might not be able to spot that right away, but when you have a real pop side by side, and that is the purpose of this video, you'll start to see major color differences. Another huge difference itself is the box. Look how much grayer the top of the box is compared to this one. It's just a dead giveaway that as you guys learn more about Funko and collectibles over time, you'll start to spot these differences right off the bat. Another crucial indication here is the JJL sticker. In case anybody doesn't know how to read that, JJL is the factory stamp, and it is 2017 July 12th, which makes sense because that is right around when New York Comic-Con 2017 happened. Also, here we have, or excuse me, this is when it was put into production for New York Comic-Con in October. So that was the production date, so they could have the pops in time for New York Comic-Con. Then over here, once again, we have that gray background, clearly not accurate, and of course, no JJL sticker. So there you have it. We're going to take a look at the insert as well as the pop figure, but we have so many differences on the box itself that are dead giveaways that should help you from buying a fake Statue of Liberty Freddy. All right, so now moving into the insert. Now these inserts are very interesting because most of the time the inserts are very similar between a fake and a real pop. However, here we have several critical differences that I want to point out. One of the biggest things, if you guys can see, is the snaps. Whoever made this fake pop decided that it needed to have snaps. There is no snaps on the real Freddy Statue of Liberty inserts. What we do have is it's actually broken. So whoever made this, it was not very durable plastic, and that's pretty often you'll find that the plastic they use to make fake pops is not the same quality and tends to crack way more easier than the real Funko Pop. Now we also have a number imprinted on the plastic. Now I have seen fake pops where people actually take the time to figure out what that number is and then put it on the real one. However, the biggest difference that I want to point out with the inserts is right here at the top. So here is the real insert, and if you guys can see right there, as there's a nice M shape, basically two humps right here, and that's where the crown of Freddy sits very nicely. Over here on this other insert, it's just a straight half moon here. There is no indent whatsoever. So Freddy's head, he moves around a little bit when he's in the box. So that is very critical, and you want your Freddy to be nice and snug in the insert when he's sitting in the box on your shelf. You don't want him wiggling around, especially in transit if you're buying one of these or, of course, selling. But let's move into the pops and see if there's any differences in the figures. All right, so here we go, guys. We have our two Freddy pops, and you can see a few differences. The most notable being that Freddy over here, he's not really looking weathered. He's just looking straight dirty. So I don't know if he's been hanging out in the New York City sewers or something, taking way too many subways, but this is not a weathered look. Someone just clearly took some kind of dirt or black stamp and just lightly patted him down. I mean, it's just all over. And as you can see on the real one, he does have the weathering throughout his body, but it's very slight. And Funko did an amazing job with this Freddy. I think it's extremely undervalued and one of the best ones. And I highly recommend, if you're interested in Freddy's at all, look into this one and grabbing it for your collection. Now, as we go around, other than the extreme dirtiness, they both look pretty similar, so I can understand how somebody could easily get faked. I did notice that the eyes on the real one are just a little bit shinier than the fake one. And of course we have a difference in his nose. His nose is pretty, sticks out pretty well from his face. And over here, I'm not sure what happened here. I don't know if they forgot to make his nose pop out, but there's just like a little bump. It's not even really a nose. It's more like a nub. But anyway, they got the torch pretty good. Looking at that, that is our big color difference. It's a little bit more bronze, I'd say, on this one, where over here it's looking more gold. But that, I mean, you really have to look at the pop for a few minutes. But other than that, guys, that is about it. So if you have a Freddy Statue of Liberty, I highly recommend go grab it from your shelf right now and compare it to this fake one, which we're going to talk about and do our recap right now. All right, guys, so that is our full breakdown, real versus fake, Freddy Statue of Liberty from New York Comic Con 2017. Now, one big thing that I want to point out, as I do in all of my fake versus real videos, is that someone made this pop with the clear intention to scam someone out of their hard-earned money. This is not a custom, and the person I bought it from on Mercari swore up and down that this was an authentic Funko Pop, and he actually had it verified by somebody. Now, I don't know who he had it verified. He was probably just saying whatever he could to get me to buy this, but I bought this for significantly cheaper than the actual market value, which should always be a huge red flag and a dead giveaway that something might be a little fishy. Now, this pop's value, like I said, is under $100. I think it's extremely underrated. So if you're a fan of Freddy Funko, or just getting into Funko Pops whatsoever, I really think you should go after this one. It's 6,000 pieces. It is limited, but it's very attainable when it comes to price. And as far as New York Comic Con, I mean, the Statue of Liberty is iconic to New York City and about as classic as it gets. Now, when it comes to these fake Funko Pops, the goal of these videos is to help you guys learn as much as you can so you do not get scammed. So make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you got any value and learned anything from today's video. Now, moving forward, guys, if you have any other Funko Pops that you would like me to review in terms of fake versus real, let me know down in the comments section below. We are trying to build a huge library of over 100 videos of specific commonly faked Funko Pops, so you guys do not end up buying a fake one by mistake. It all happens to everybody. It's happened to me, but I want to prevent it so you guys do not end up wasting your time and, of course, your money. And also, guys, one last thing. If you do have a fake Funko Pop that you ended up buying at some point in your collecting career and you would like to send it over so we can use it for a video, we would love to either borrow it or buy it off of you. We are trying to find as many fake Funko Pops as possible on purpose so we can help as many collectors in the community. But that's all I got for today, guys. Let me know what you thought of today's video. I still can't believe that somebody went out of their way to fake a $75 Freddy Funko Pop. But hey, that's how it goes nowadays in the community. We have lots of great content on the way. So remember, guys, don't stop shooting until you score, and we'll see you all very soon.